Castronova. I'm the owner and creator of Alpha Wolf Beard Balm and Oil. And if you're having problems with the itchiness, the dryness, or you're trying to grow yourself a beard for the very first time, or you're trying to bring that beard back, then look no further. With our products, they are 100% natural, organic, and handmade. And I can guarantee you that with our products, we will make sure that your beard is on point for any occasion. Trust me. Search us on Facebook and Instagram at Alpha Wolf Beard Balm and Oil, and welcome to the pack.
Where's all my fishing fools at? If you want to hear about what's biting, the baits the captains are using, and the weekly tide charts, tune in to High Tides Fishing Show with the poor man's angler, Carter, each and every Sunday from 7 to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join Carter as he talks about his personal fishing expeditions and talks about all things fresh and salt water each and every week. So tune in on Sundays from 7 to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for High Tides Fishing Show. Unlike your hooks, there's never a dull moment on this show. Right here on STLR Sports Talk. Entertainment with no sidelines.
There's nothing like having a peace of mind and comfort. So, when your home is overrun with all kinds of critters, there's only one man to call. Tim, owner-operator of Carefree Pest and Termite Solutions. The absolute top of the line in pest control and removal. Carefree won't just treat the problem, they'll solve it. With free estimates, up-to-date technology, and reasonable pricing, Carefree has all the skills needed to kill your pest and termite ills. For more information, call Tim at 941-556-9019. Check him out online at www.carefreepestsolutions.com. Carefree Pest and Termite Solutions. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Do you have overgrown bushes and shrubs, or even a pepper tree problem you need cleaned up? Then we got the solution for you, MMD Services. No matter if you need them to mulch, maintain, or demo, MMD can provide the services you need, including underbrushing, fence rows and lot lines cleared, debris cleanup, or even small demolition, like concrete pad, driveway, and small structure removal. Give them a call today at 941-248-9690. That's 941-248-9690. And let MMD clean up your property today. MMD Services. Mulch, maintain, demo.
Are you overrun with bugs or other critters in the Sarasota area? Have no fear. Carefree Pest and Termite Solutions is here to free your home of unwanted guests. Carefree has been serving this community for years. Owner and operator Tim Horvath can handle insects of all sizes as well as rodents and can service all types of structures, both residential homes and commercial businesses. They also offer free inspections, so give them a call at 941-556-9019. Again, that's 941-556-9019. Carefree Pest and Termite Solutions, proud sponsor of Booker Football and STLR Sports Talk. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Touchdown! What's going on, everybody? You clearly have good taste because you are locked into Sky's the Limit Radio. To hear all of this wonderful content live as it goes down, simply go to Facebook and type in STLR Media TV. That's STLR Media TV. You can also catch us live as it goes down on the app TuneIn Radio under STLR Media. Do that. Thank me later.
Sky's the Limit Radio, baby.
What's up, everybody? It's the original Bucko Bruce, your boy Zakari, representing No Boundary Sports Talk and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Buccaneers have done something we haven't done since 2002. We've won 5 in a row.
You're listening to STLR Sports Talk, entertainment with no sidelines.
Bucs win! Bucs win!
Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Once upon a time, in a land far away, 3 men discovered the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team with the ability to siege the bay.
You'll never make it out of the bay.
Give no quarter, and feed the fish with any enemy that takes the field during their quest to find the Lombardi Trophy.
Bucs win! Bucs win!
Join Craig.
And he walks up to me and he says, "I'm John Lynch."
He is a monster.
That's what he was, a hard-hitting white boy that played safety, and he was something special.
Eddie.
He built the pyramid right in front of us and said, "This is how we gonna do it."
We gotta practice doing things right all the time, little things, details.
And Zach.
Every day you build. You gotta build the
foundation, man. That's what we're doing here.
As they take you on a journey discussing front office moves.
With the 7th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Mike Evans.
Game breakdowns.
Back to return at Spurlock. Michael Spurlock at the 10. He's to the 20. He's to the 25. Spurlock 30 to the 40-yard line. We could see history. 50, 40 to the 30-yard line. Run, Michael, run, Michael, run, Michael, run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And interviews. So batten down the hatches and get ready to set sail. It's time for Buck That Podcast. Arr.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Fire the cannons. Bucks lead.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Craig coming to you live here from Buck That Podcast. I am joined today. Got my boy Eddie in the building. How you doing, brother?
Arr.
Hey, we also got my boy Zach.
That's a pretty good pirate, man.
Yeah. Practicing.
Hello,
man.
hello.
That was a pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shout out to our boy Tim over at Carefree Pest and Termite Solutions, our new official sponsor here for Buck That Podcast.
Tim, man, appreciate your homeboy.
You guys need some services done on your crib. He can exterminate pretty much any pest, excluding in-laws and baby mamas. You got to deal with that yourself. But if you need some pest service, give him a call, 941-556-9019. He can get rid of roaches. He'll let you keep the good kind, though, you know what I'm saying? But he'll get rid of the bad ones, you know what I mean? Termites.
Does he do Rabonian roaches?
Rabonia roaches, mutated roaches, teenage mutant ninja roaches.
And palmetto weevils?
Oh, yeah, he got all. He'll get rid of all of them. He might need to call in reinforcements, but he got you. But we got some stuff to get into today, man. First and foremost,
we got some bad news.
We got some bad news, and didn't even really want to start the show off like this, but I mean, damn
it.
Yeah.
Last week or a few days ago, JPP got into a car accident.
Our boy Chubbs,
we
man.
thought it was just a small minor accident.
Yeah,
he
thought
was
he was
fine.
okay.
We thought.
Doctors say he needed bacchiotomy.
Bacchiotomy, man.
No, he got some a fractured neck allegedly, and as of right now, was being reported. His season's in jeopardy.
It is. He's going to be visiting a specialist next week to see if we can save it. It's not looking good.
Nah, that's something you don't want to mess with either, boy. Neck injuries?
No.
Unless it was Tony Romo, then that's different.
Hey, I mean, even he still had a hard time coming back from them back injuries, man. That really is a serious injury. And, you know, JPP, he's a guy who's a little bit younger in his career, or a little bit older in his career. He's not a young spring chicken anymore.
He's 30 now.
I mean, that's the situation, you know. I mean, prayers with him by all means. But it's something that if it's serious enough, it could probably end his career. You know, it could
no
be
doubt.
It could be like a situation like, hey, you might want to rethink your career because,
right.
you know, next time, you know, if you get hit the wrong way, so you might paralyze yourself.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like a serious situation to where, you know, you can't take it with a grain of salt. You got to take it with some, you know, serious extreme measures right here, because if it's already talking about maybe his career, you know, or his season being over, you know, it could be a career-ending situation too. You know, because I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin and certain people have had to retire from wrestling and stuff like that from injuries that are too bad. So I mean,
yeah, you don't want to end up paralyzed, man, when there's so much other work he could do.
Most importantly, right now, it's let's get him healthy personally.
That's right. He needs to stay out of South Florida, man.
And then we'll worry about whether or not he's going to be able to play the season. But yeah, this might be a big blow. This is a big blow to the Buccaneers defense, a defensive line that was already kind of hurting a little bit. Everybody here thought we should have went a little more heavy on the defensive ends and defensive tackles in the draft, and we didn't do that. We went more heavy on the secondary, and this might come back to hurt us. You know, we might have to have young guys like Anthony Nelson step up a little sooner than they're supposed to. Guys like Noah Spence, we might need to see a little more from, and William Golston needs to definitely earn his contract. So this is going to definitely hurt us,
especially in a cap-strapped season right now. What we're in. We don't really have much in the cupboard to go spend.
They're taking collection plates out there, man.
Yeah, we ain't got enough. We ain't really got enough in the bank to go spend some moolah.
And the funny thing is there's people out there right now. You know, there's veterans out on the market right now that could come in and help this team. Sue, but more importantly, a guy kind of similar to the way JPP plays. Ezekiel Ansah's out there right now. Nick Perry's out there.
Yep.
You got Muhammad Wilkerson, Corey Lugitt. These are all guys who've made Pro Bowls, All Pros, veteran guys, but we're not set up right now with the way the salary cap is to right now even sign our draft picks, let alone any free agents to help us fill a need right now with this JPP accident.
That's true, man. And you know, we skipped on certain players in the draft that could have maybe filled in for that. You know, Josh Allen being one of them, Ed Oliver being another one. You know, Rashawn Gary, who, you know, some people were rumored to, you know, we went linebacker instead. And I'm still satisfied with the Devin White pick.
Yeah, I am too.
I think he's going to be, you know, a very good player. You know, we obviously passed on Montez Sweat as well.
Bucks are really high on him.
Bucks were really high on him. So it's kind of the situation. I think they went with what they felt was better. And, like, let's be real. So I was kind of having a conversation with Zach. And, you know, like, the experts, you know, are the experts, right? But are they really the experts? Because, I mean, there's always a lot of times where they get it wrong as well. You know, we started going down the list. You had Ryan Leaf was supposed to be great.
Yeah.
Tim Couch. You know, Trent Richardson.
Jamarcus Russell.
Barkevious Mingo was somebody that they were kind of high on. He went
Kajana Carter.
Achilles Smith.
I
mean, there, you know, the list goes on of, like, you know, these players. And I'm sure if we really went over the drafts for like the last 15 years, we could find all kind of draft busts or guys that didn't really necessarily live up to that first round grade of the expectations that, you know, people thought they were going to, you know, be. And, you know, so that's really the teams that, you know, do the best are the teams that kind of have a good core of scouts that can, you know, that they trust. And, you know, let's just be real. There are certain organizations, you know, like the Patriots, that happen to draft well, and they make the best out of the players that they get. You know, screw the Pats. I'm tired of seeing them win, but at the end of the day, like, they do make some pretty solid choices.
They know football over there.
You know, the Bucks obviously had a lot of faith in their, you know, their front office, had a lot of faith in their, you know, the personnel that they got out there, their, you know, their scouts and all that stuff. They went with Devin White. Something about what he did. And I seen him. He was somebody that I seen in a lot of my drafts either to us or like in the top 10. So it wasn't like it was a real big reach. It does kind of suck in hindsight, which we didn't know, obviously, when we, you know, no one was expecting JPP to get hurt.
No, but we did know that we had an issue that needed addressing.
Yep.
And we didn't take care of that.
We did not.
Well, they took care of Quan Alexander issue, man. I mean, he was a big part of the defense. He led the team in tackles, didn't he, like the last couple of years?
Yeah, him and Levante.
I mean, they're beasts, man. Levante was banged up a little bit.
But were we a linebacker away from winning?
We weren't, but I think
our core hurt us a lot last year.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like our linebacking core last year was probably a strength of this team.
Well, I also think that the pick of Devin White, even though nobody's came out and said it yet, there's still the elephant in the room of the Kendall Beckwith situation.
Yeah, we still don't know what's going on with him and that broken foot.
I think that pick, you know, it's been rumored. Nothing's been come out that's solid and confirmed it, but it's speculation out there that his career may be over. And if that's the situation, I think that this pick with Devin White makes a lot more sense. And I kind of think that's maybe what the Bucs are transfer, you know, kind of like leaning on, because, you know, even though Beckwith did, you know, have some good, you know, moments with us.
He had a good rookie season.
He had a very good rookie season. You know, if you do eliminate him from our linebacker situation, which he's probably not going to play this year, was what it was looking like, and you lose Quan Alexander, that pretty much leaves Levante David out there with whoever you've brought in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you bring in a Devin White, someone who can grow with Levante David, who, from what I've understood, the coaching staff on that team feels that he can adjust from the 4-3 to the 3-4 defense just fine. So now we're going to have, you know, kind of adding to that linebacker core. I think this is, you know, especially now with the JPP injury, I don't want to say it's like a throwaway year. I don't want to say like you should try to get the number one pick or do the you know, tank situation.
I don't ever really believe in that. Do you? I mean, you believe players that get paid that have pride do that? I don't think you can get a consensus of 53
in certain
players
sports,
to tank.
maybe it happens, allegedly, but I don't think necessarily in the NFL that's what happens. But I wasn't really counting this as a year like, oh, you know, Bruce Arians is going to come in and all of a sudden now, because we were 5 wins last year, now we're going to be a playoff team.
No.
I just say get what you can, Try to see what you can, finagle this season as far as wins go. Hey, if you win, you win. If not, the schedule's kind of set up for us to fail anyways. Just the biggest thing is getting everybody, like, I guess understanding the new system and getting them up to speed is probably the most important part of this year. And then next year when things free up, bringing a few more of those big-name guys to help you out for free agency. Hopefully then you'll be in a position where you can still have another solid draft. Who knows what's going on with this Jalen McCoy rumor that's going around with Duke Johnson. Even though it hasn't happened yet, it's still something that's out there. It has never been denied by either team. So sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. We never know what might happen. So that's definitely another possibility. So we'll have to see. I mean, I'm not saying a player like that is necessarily going to boost us. Maybe if they do make that pull that trigger and make that situation, I don't know if we're allowed to use, how much money will be left over from Gerald McCoy not being there. If we can maybe bring in an Ansah and a prove it kind of deal, and maybe tighten up that defense. It's all, but I think at this point in time, Jason Light is like, oh, I need to try to make something happen. And I think that
he's got to finagle something.
Within the next week or two, I feel like one of these shows we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about some kind of new move or something. Because
some kind of deal that's happening.
Now it's like you're behind the 8 ball, and you got to make something happen because at the end of the day, we're not really in the best state right now with the defensive line as one of our, I think, weakest links. And our pass rush was already, pretty weak as it is. New system.
I think the pass rush is going to be generated not just by the front four, but as linebackers, secondary play. Devin White pick, one of the big reasons why they picked him and liked him so much is what Bowles and his defense is predicated on is a lot of A-gap blitzes with the inside linebacker in between the guard and the center. And that's something that Devin White did a lot at LSU and was successful at. Going back to Kendall Beckwith, though, I got a little news on him. It's looking like he's not going to be cut or be a cut casualty because of his rookie contract is so low, and he's under contract till the 2020 season. It looks like we might get a healthy dose of him this season.
They're saying he might come back now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was his issue?
Broken foot in a car accident.
That sucks.
Yeah, and here we are talking about JPP in a car accident, and he fractures his neck. And this guy's been out since 2017.
The Bucks Uber system.
Now, you know what they need to do is Tesla needs to hook up the Bucks with one of them autopilots, man.
Man, I don't trust them cars, man.
Hey, it's better than having a gimp arm trying to drive.
I don't trust them cars. You see those videos, people dying and stuff like that.
You know how many people die a day in a regular car accident?
Yeah, but I'm gonna trust myself. I don't trust no driving. No. All right. What about you, Craig? You like the driving car? You want the car just to drive for you?
I would say at least the Uber, though.
At least an Uber.
But I'm saying self-driving car. Are you for it or against it?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Would you like to have manual control at all times, though?
I'm good,
I would rather have manual control.
Exactly. I'd like to have my life in my hands.
I wouldn't mind an autopilot feature, though.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah. That's
in the
good.
Car, I'm too hammered. I can't drive. You got me.
That's one thing, but if I need to grab the wheel or I need to put the brakes or hit the gas, I want to be able to do that. I don't want the car just to be driving me.
So I feel like if the car drives you, then the police can control it. You can't get away.
I feel like they can control it anyway now.
They can already. Any new car, they can shut you down.
People can hack into your cars now and get into the computer and tell it to not
100%.
Tell it to gas and not hit the brake.
Oh yeah. They're picking people off left and right, man.
But back to the show at hand. Bucks podcast.
Yes, Tim. He's asking if JPP is out, do we still pay him? Yes, we still have to pay him.
He's owed $7.5 million on the cap.
I don't think he's going to get that roster bonus of $1 million.
Nope, or that $250,000 workout bonus.
We'll save that money, but is that money that goes back into our cap that we can spend?
I think it would. Yeah, if we're not having to pay him out that money and it doesn't go against the cap, then that's money back in our pocket. That's a refund.
It's a refund.
It's tax season.
That's right.
Actually, it's not tax season.
Do the Bucks keep McCoy now and pimp him out a little bit and get that money back?
I mean, only time will tell.
I mean, we still have to sign these rookies, so I don't know how they're going to be able to do that.
Get a collection plate, man. I told you I saw somebody on Dale Mabry the other day.
I don't think it works like that, though, Eddie. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm looking at the Bucks linebackers, man. So you got Kevin Minter, Levante Davis, Shaquille Barrett, Corey Nelson, Buchanan, who's not bad, Devontae Bond, Jack Kashee.
Shishi. Something like that. Yeah, he's the guy we drafted last year, like Nebraska or something.
Farrington Huguenin.
You got me on that one. I don't know.
He's probably a special teamer.
Yeah, he's a body.
Emmanuel Smith, Kendall Beckwith, and then Devin White, man. So it's like there's a couple good guys on there, but these boys better.
I don't think we're
up.
really lacking in the linebacker depth.
No, I think we're good.
I think we're good there. I think right now, and the DB depth on defense is obviously not our issue as well. Maybe safety a little bit, but the defensive line now, it's glaring.
I think Noah Spence has a good year, man.
Hey, I have read some things that they're high on them, and
But how are they high on him when they're not like having like workouts and practice? You know what I mean? They're not like.
Well, they
hitting.
They think he has potential.
Yeah, I've thought he had potential ever since he came out of Ohio State.
It might be the coaching.
It might be. I thought it was just he had some shoulder issues and stuff like that.
He has had some injuries, but Todd Bowles says he's expecting some speed out of this defense.
I think he's gonna be a great outside linebacker as far as getting a rush on the quarterback.
We'll see. I mean, I definitely want to see where it goes. I'm interested.
Yeah.
This is a first time as my Bucks fandom goes, we've ever ran a 3-4 defense
ever.
So it's a new situation.
I mean, we grew up with a defense named after our defense.
Tampa 2.
Like you look at the lineage of coaches that have come from Tony Dungy, and it's amazing. You look at like Belichick; he doesn't have a tree like Dungy does. No. I mean, he has a tree, but it's not successful like Dungy's tree is. It's crazy.
Multiple Super Bowl winning coaches.
Yeah.
Between Tomlin,
Lovie Smith.
Did Lovie Smith win the Super Bowl though?
Yeah,
the Bears.
with the Bears.
Oh, that's right. They did.
No,
he
he
did
didn't wear.
The
No,
Colts won.
Yeah, the Colts won that year.
Colts won that game.
He
But he
went
made
to
it to
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
With Rex Grossman is that Bears defense. That's what it was in Matt Forte. But this is the Buck That podcast, so maybe we shouldn't be talking about the Bears.
The Bears.
The who? Speaking of Buck That podcast, something that we kind of came up with, a little game.
We did come up with a little bit of a game
called "Who the Buck Am I?" Are you guys ready to play?
I'm ready, man. Let's get this game on the road, man. This is the beta run for the game.
I constructed a little list.
Okay.
Of players. There's 4, and I think the bonus question, if it ends in a tiebreaker, is I'm going to ask you what the common theme of
computers
these players
down.
are.
Computers down.
Computers down.
Computers down.
All right. So you cannot read anything. All right. First player
on the Buck That podcast. Who
Ever.
the Buck am I?
Played college basketball and football at FSU.
Ooh.
Derrick Brooks.
Was a 9th round draft pick.
Oh my God.
Played for the London Monarchs.
Dude, you made this one hard. He even went to my school and I can't get this.
Mark Richt is his brother-in-law.
Is that supposed to mean something to me? Old Miami Homer over here.
He has 174 career touchdowns.
For the Buccaneers?
Brandon Johnson?
No, these are just stats. He played for the Buccaneers
at
one point.
He played for the Buccaneers at one point. Okay. Can you give me a year?
Nope. Has 174 career touchdowns. Also played for
Keyshawn Johnson?
The Washington Redskins.
Brandon Johnson.
Who?
Brandon Johnson.
It's not even a player. Like,
man, you know who I'm not Brandon
You're talking
Johnson.
about Brad Johnson.
Brad
We're talking
Johnson.
about a wide receiver.
That's why I'm not Brad Johnson.
Okay. Oh, I thought we were talking about a wide receiver. I'm thinking of because the basketball thing threw me off. It threw me off.
I told you I came up with some
okay.
good clues. So the first one was Brad
Johnson.
Touche.
Brad
you got
Johnson.
me.
Brad
you
Johnson.
got me.
All
okay.
Right. Second.
The white thing threw me off.
Second player.
Yeah.
From Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Undrafted free agent by the Dolphins.
Huh.
Played for the British Columbia Lions.
What's up with all these crazy?
Has the longest play in Bucks history at one point with a 98-yard
Michael Spurlock
interception.
Not Ronnie Barber.
Interception.
Oh.
Went to Vanderbilt.
Oh, don't know.
It wasn't Corey Ivy, was it?
They played linebacker.
He played linebacker.
Vanderbilt linebacker, biggest return at one point.
Shelton Quarles.
Shelton
Shelton
Quarles.
My dude, Shelton Quarles, man.
Who did he play for? The Monarchs?
He played for the British Columbia.
Wow, I didn't know
Lions.
that.
No, Brad Johnson played for the Monarchs.
Okay.
That's
All right.
crazy. Shelton Quarles, though, I remember
Quarles
that.
was
I
the
remember
man,
that
dude.
interception too. Now that you say that, I remember that he was so tired after that interception.
Third player.
1-1.
We're tied right now, correct?
1-1.
All right.
Went to USC.
Okay.
They were a second-round pick.
Huh.
It's not Keyshawn.
Nope.
They tied Rod Woodson in interceptions with 8 in a season.
Brian Kelly.
It is
You
Brian
got
Kelly.
it. Beast.
It is
Okay,
Brian
so
Kelly.
here's a little
BK.
story about this. They drafted Rondé Barber, right, out of Virginia Tech. Next year they go out. They weren't satisfied with Rondé. They weren't happy with him his rookie season. They go out and they draft Brian Kelly. That competition spurned, the camaraderie and the competition in the locker room
And had
built those two players up.
2 great cornerbacks.
And I think that's what the Bucks are doing this year with the way they drafted.
Born in Colorado. Were the other,
Okay, this is the fourth player.
No, this is. I'm gonna finish off. I still had some more clues for Brian Kelly, but
Okay.
I thought they're pretty cool.
Okay.
Born in Colorado.
All right.
He played for the Lions and has
He did?
22 career interceptions.
Yeah. Brian Kelly, man, he was a
And how
a
many
really
did he
good
take
cornerback.
back in the Super Bowl?
None. He didn't play for us in the Super Bowl. Facts.
Good for you, man.
Dwight Smith took one back in the Super Bowl. Derek
for
Brooks
you.
took one back in the Super Bowl. Dexter Jackson took one back in the Super Bowl.
Joe
Joe Jervis.
Oh, he just gave it away.
The last one. Hold on.
Oh, that's so funny. Now you have to go look one up. Now you're gonna have to go because you're like
Hey,
Joe.
well, let's get the clues. Get the
Joe
clues
Jer-
though. Break the clues out.
Born in Cleveland.
Okay.
He played for Cleveland
Played
too,
for
didn't
Cleveland.
he? Yeah.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Second-round draft pick. Had 78 yards in the Super Bowl.
Beast.
That right there, I would have said Keenan McCardell.
Played for the Browns. Was on the cover of Sports Illustrated twice.
Wasn't he the one that lost his son during that Super Bowl season?
Did he lose his son or his son was born?
No, I think it was
I'll have to
something
look
bad.
that up.
It was
Yeah,
something
something
bad.
happened to Joe's
I think
son.
it did. Maybe he did pass away. I know.
That's what made me love Joe even more. You're gonna have to look up another one though.
I got you.
And not Vinny Testaverde either.
Why not?
Spell Juravicious.
J-U-R.
No, I already
Vicious.
found it. I love Joe Juravicious though, man.
Do you have his jersey?
No, got him from the Giants. He was a free agent or something like
Yeah,
that.
he was a beast, man.
Yeah. Damn, that was the one I was wanting to freaking.
I wouldn't have gotten that. Yeah, I would have. Cleveland Browns.
All right. You ready for this one? Y'all ready for this?
You ready to not give it up?
I am ready to not give it up.
That'd be a first.
4th round draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joe's son was born. Michael William Juravicious was born prematurely. Spent a week before he passed away.
Was named as all ACC as a junior and finished their college football career with 194 tackles, 7 interceptions.
I feel like you're not giving the college for
and 16 passes defended. They went to FSU.
Derek Brooks.
Nope.
Defensive player for the Bucks.
They made their NFL debut versus the Denver Broncos.
What year?
They were drafted in 99.
99. Who did the Bucks and FSU?
Played for the Cincinnati Bengals as well.
Peter Warwick?
Nope.
His tackles, yeah. So I'm like, what?
Also played for the Florida Tuskers.
Okay.
Did he have a weed problem?
And that Florida Tuskers is a recent thing, so that means he's not too far removed from the league.
They played for the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh my God! Why can't I think of
Not
this?
Tenard Jackson.
No, he didn't
Nope.
play for FSU. You said FSU, correct?
Yeah, he did.
Peter Boulware?
No.
Are you just no? Like
They play defensive back.
okay, so that
They currently coach in the greater Atlanta area.
I feel like he's got me stumped here. Eddie,
I'm stumped.
Help me out a little bit.
They played safety.
Okay, so he played safety.
And he played for...
And he played for the Bucks.
No. And he played for
How
the
many
Cardinals.
years did he play for the Buccaneers? He was drafted by the Buccaneers, you said, correct?
In 99.
In 99. I thought that was the year we got Anthony McFarland.
What round?
4 years with the Bucks.
4 years
3 to
with
4
the
years
Bucks.
with the Bucks.
What round was he drafted in?
4th round, he said?
Fourth round.
4th round draft.
In 99, their NFL debut was against the Denver Broncos.
Man.
There's one more I can give it to you guys, but your guys are going
Well,
hold on, let me think. Let me think. A safety in 99.
Yeah.
They played for the Cardinals, they played for the Bengals, and they played for the Florida Tuskers.
Played for the Cardinals. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how long do you play for the Cardinals for?
Career NFL stats.
Is it Anton Bethea?
400.
He didn't play for the...
No.
457 tackles, 5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, and 17 interceptions.
So, basically, when you say this name, I'm going to be like, duh. Is basically what you're telling me. Because this guy obviously played in the league.
Oh, man. Not Melvin Johnson.
Nope.
I'm gonna concede. I need you to tell me right now.
Give me one more hint, man. I need to get
If I
this.
give you the last hint,
Give us the last hint.
Give a small hint.
Super Bowl MVP.
Dexter Jackson.
Dexter Jackson.
Damn, man.
Why was I thinking Tenard Jackson? Dexter Jackson.
Damn. Tenard Jackson went to Syracuse. See, I remember that stupid
That was a good one, though.
Dexter
it was.
Jackson. How did he get him?
I don't know, but
Man.
I thought for sure you guys were going to get him. So, what's the common theme of all those players?
I forgot all the players.
We had Dexter Jackson.
We had Dexter Jackson, the Super Bowl team. They were on the Super Bowl team.
Yep.
Super Bowl team.
They're on the Super Bowl
I get
roster.
extra points for that one.
Yeah,
Ding,
you
ding,
won,
ding.
man. You got the first
They're
one.
on the Super Bowl roster.
I got the first one. All
Good
right.
for you, man.
Okay. I feel like there's some hatred in those eyes.
Not at all, man. Not at all. I'm proud of you. You'll go down in the history.
So
Okay.
So it be written.
Hey, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that was good. I can't wait to come up with one on my own and kind of quiz you guys. Actually, I think Eddie's up next. Eddie should be up next since he was the loser. Who's the her?
I got y'all for next week.
You do who the Bucky am I? That's pretty good. All you could do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just kind of do what he did. Just come up with kind of
Four
like
players
a theme.
and then come up with
I
some.
just came up with a
You
theme.
come up with like 5. Come up with 6. Like it doesn't have to be 4. Come up with as many as you want.
Come up with
20?
a nice little theme.
No, not that many. I don't think we needed that.
Like 4
we
or
don't need an
5.
hour-long
Yeah.
segment of who the Buck am. In other Bucks news,
Antoine Randall L.
I thought you were going to say
So
well, he
he's
played
on our
for us. I'm
coaching
like,
staff?
He's on our coaching staff now.
What's he doing?
He's just an offensive assistant.
An offensive assistant.
Yeah.
What did they call him again?
Beast.
What was his nickname?
No, Slash was Cordell Stewart.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Slash was him.
Oh.
Damn.
And he was a quarterback in college, wasn't he?
Yes, he was for Ole Miss, I believe. Correct? No.
He was a quarterback coach. He's an offensive
Coaching assistant.
Coaching assistant. So he's probably going to be helping a little bit with everything. Probably he did play receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he has some experience as a quarterback, so he'll probably be doing a little bit of working with that.
Did he play for
guys.
anybody besides the Steelers?
I want to say he did. But he's a new addition to our coaching staff, so I thought that was pretty cool.
That's
Wow.
where all the players that we watched are now coaches.
So I'm just like looking up Antoine Randall L. and I come across this article where he says that he regrets playing football in part because the 36-year-old now has difficulty walking downstairs.
Damn.
He has to walk sideways to go up and down stairs.
What took some hits?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in 2016, so he's, 39 now?
Yeah, he played hard back in his day.
He was a great player, man. He was on one of my original fantasy footballs.
Yeah.
Word, Antoine Randall.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, boy.
That's what's up. And, I mean, obviously he has some familiarity with Bruce Arians.
He would fit in well in today's game. He's kind of like a Tyreek Hill type player, I feel like.
I think he would. I think some of the players, that played over the last, 10 or 15 years probably wish they were still playing a little bit now.
Yeah.
Because a little bit more
it's a different game.
Friendly
it's a
for
different
sure.
game.
A little bit more friendly game, yeah.
Especially quarterbacks, too. They don't get hit at all anymore.
Joe Montana's like, damn, I wish I was playing right now.
Think Tom Brady would have made it with them Joe Montana days?
Maybe. I mean,
he gets flustered when he gets put down, though.
He does, man. I don't know, man.
That would be something to watch.
Could you imagine LT going after him?
Woo! Bruce Smith.
So, in Buccaneers news, Eddie felt the need to share this with us earlier.
Was that our new running back we signed?
We got a new running back.
I already ordered the jersey on Amazon.
Or should I say a running back that hasn't played since 2017?
Yeah, that guy.
Man, he's a running back whisperer, man.
Recently released from the Lions, correct? Kerwin Williams, but never played it down for them.
According to Ian Rappaport, the Bucs are signing. And this happened on the 6th, so it happened a couple days ago, or yesterday, really.
Mm-hmm.
They're signing Kerwin Williams. He was released by the Lions last week and has familiarity with Bruce Arians and offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich from the Arizona Cardinal days. Williams entered the league in 2013 as a 7th-round pick with the Colts and has played for 5 teams prior to Tampa Bay, including Bruce Arians and the Cardinals from 2014 to 2017. Williams has run for 971 yards on 219 carries and got 4 touchdowns. He has added 126 yards receiving on 15 carries over the course of his career. Williams last played for the Lions before being released last week by Detroit. So we have literally picked up a running back released by another team that has damn near, if not worse, running back woes than we have.
Hey, but he has 15 catches over his career. Double-digit catches, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, sure. Over
and
4 seasons, 5 seasons, and
Alvin Kamara gets that in like 2 games.
Yeah, exactly.
A game.
Does this take us out of the running of Duke Johnson?
No.
I don't think so. I think this is a situation where they brought him in for like whatever, somewhat legitimate, I guess, or not legitimate running back competition.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much like Peyton Barber's still our best.
Do we have the worst running back, like, in the league?
With Peyton Barber?
Like, all of them. Do we have the worst stable in the league?
We had the worst stable because, I mean, Peyton Barber is a solid number 2 guy. The rest of them, I mean, unless Ronald Jones comes out.
Unless he, pulls something out of his ass.
You know we got the best receiver in the league, right?
Well, he's top 5. Top 5.
No, he's raw. And we got probably top 5 tight end, too. No, he's beast.
I mean, he's got a lot of potential. He shows flashes of greatness for sure. You're talking about O.J. Howard.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and Cam Brate too, and hopefully he'll be able to be
before
utilized
Howard,
too.
Cameron Brate led the league for
and touchdowns,
tight ends, right? Touchdowns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we got some squad on that side of the ball.
We do.
So Peyton Barber, you just need to keep us honest, catch a couple balls.
I would say we have 2 top 10 tight ends.
2.
I'd say definitely OJ's a top 10 tight end. I don't know about
Godwin be
Brate was a top
15?
10.
Yeah, but last year,
like,
he signed that contract, and then last year he kind of just like fell off. I don't know if it was.
Well, was it him falling off, or was it just the coaching not using him as
That's
much?
what it was.
It's the same system he's been in for the last 4 years.
But he wasn't getting those looks.
You don't get the production that the coaches don't use you.
I know exactly, but I'm just saying, like,
when
why did
when
they
the
fall
ball
off?
came to him, he caught it
all
the time.
Maybe it was Fitzpatrick and that vertical game and that offensive game that they were running with Fitzpatrick. It just didn't suit.
But he suits
Cameron Brate.
Jameis uses
he does in the red zone for sure.
Yeah,
that's his
100%.
safety blanket. Yeah.
I think potentially we're gonna have.
Hey, I'm a big Brate fan. Like when he led the league in touchdowns, I was calling him the GOAT.
I wouldn't be surprised if we had two tight ends with 8 touchdowns this year.
Well, they have double digits though.
One of them might have double digits. Who knows? That's the thing with everything that's going on. There has literally, me and Zach were just talking about this before we got here. There's literally we have no idea what's what. We have no idea, were they going to use JPP as a linebacker? Were they going to use him as a defensive end? We don't know because we haven't been there's, not really any coverage on the mini camps, really no OTAs, nothing to really talk about yet.
Nope.
So we don't really know how anything's going to pan out.
They're writing the script right now. Give them a month. Let them put some pads on.
On a
let them get out there and run
note,
some drills.
Does JPP, you think he still uses that hand that he blew up to put it in the dirt?
Oh yeah,
Like when he's setting up, you think he's like built the strength up in his 3 fingers.
Have you ever seen a Ninja Turtle?
Have you seen the picture of his hand?
Yeah.
It is kind of like a
It's a
Ninja
Ninja
Turtle.
Turtle hand.
He's missing like his whole index finger, half of his ring finger, or his middle finger, and his thumb.
Ninja Turtle hand,
basically.
Oh, he's a beast, man.
I mean, I think he probably still does.
12.5 sacks. Says he still can do it.
I'm gonna tell you this too. I think the reason they're going in for that second and probably even a third opinion on that neck because he's not out there running the ball. They're not gonna go at him to put the hits in. I think if he learns how to hit right and how to protect that neck a little bit.
Well, you don't learn how to hit in 30 when you're 30
you know what I
years old
mean?
in the
Yeah,
NFL.
you're right. But
you know,
they
like,
put something on him a little bit.
Yeah, but there's a lot of contact.
and there's no like because that breeds hesitation, and hesitation is going to get you hurt. If he's out there worrying about that neck, you know what I mean? Like it's like a quarterback with his knee, with like an ACL that goes out. If you're worrying about that knee or something like that, you're going to have that in the back of your head. You're going to play bad or something like that. You know. So I don't know if they put him out there unless he's completely healthy.
I think it's almost like protocol in the NFL to get like a second opinion. At least. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. You know,
well, I don't even know if he's had the first opinion besides the hospital that cleared him.
Someone had to say something.
This is his first visit to a specialist. This will be next week. So we'll find out.
Second opinion.
Let's hope. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But did they originally find the fractured neck in the hospital?
They could have, and they just, kind of, evaluated. They got with the team doctors and kind of thought about it. Yeah, they thought about it for the week. But like, look, man, we're really looking at your X-ray, boss, and you should probably really get this looked at to see before we really get into this season to see what we're really gonna do. If we're gonna shut you down,
probably got a hold of that.
They're like, look, man, we might need to shut him down, and that's where they're gonna go. Like, look, we go get reevaluated and let's see what we do. It's still early enough because if they're trying to trade McCoy and they're not getting that look, there opens up enough cap space. I don't know if with him not playing the whole year, if that gives them some kind of incentive that they're going to save money on and they can keep McCoy. I don't know, man.
Yeah, because it's one of those situations, too, with the neck injury. I mean, we're talking about JPP. We're not talking about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as he gets in an accident, like, I'm sure, like, the Bucs have their own doctors and stuff that are automatically on those phone calls, finding out what's going on. So those are probably some of the stuff that's even been discovered with the fracture in there is probably from team doctors and stuff like that. They're not just sending any old, like, Joe Blow. And when JPP came through those doors with those injuries or whatever, they're putting the best of the best in whatever hospital he's at.
It's a $15 million asset that they got right now. Mm-hmm. They're really going to look at this and be like, is this guy going to play again for us? Do we cut our losses now and save this? Do we cut him for a year and just let him sit out? That's a whole new team. You never know. Yeah,
they definitely got to do something to shed some of this cap and maybe bring some people in. Like you said, there's plenty of free agents out there. Yeah. Ziggy Ansah, he's obviously not getting any phone calls. Is it because his price that he's requesting is too high? Is it because people aren't that high on him? If we can free up some salary cap, he's a guy that quite possibly can be one of those, 1-year contracts like we already got, the come prove it deals. Come down to Tampa, come prove it. But is he a guy that can play in the 3-4 defense? That's something you got to look at.
Who's the best defensive lineman to play under Bowles?
Just Calais Campbell.
Calais Campbell, probably.
Yeah. I mean, he did coach the Jets, so he had like Leonard Williams and Muhammad Wilkerson.
Yep. So he's had some pretty good defensive linemen.
Going back to defensive linemen, can you name the top 10 Bucs sack leaders of all time? It's a sad list.
It's a sad list.
Yeah, it's a sad list.
I know Warren Sapp has to be on there.
Warren Sapp has to be on there.
Warren Sapp is numero uno.
Simeon Rice has to be on there.
Simeon Rice.
Dos. I can only count to like 8 in the Spanish, so hopefully.
What about my boy, man?
Is JPP on there?
JPP is not on there.
What about rest in peace, Leroy Selman?
Leroy Selman, which this is actually surprising to me, is on the list, but not top 10. He is actually tied for 12th with 23 sacks.
What?
Is Derek Brooks is probably on there?
Derek Brooks is not on there. I will tell you right now, there is
one of them a cornerback, Rondé Barber.
No.
He is number 7 with 28 sacks.
He was a beast, man.
So right now, I mean, we have one player that's on this list that's still playing for us. Gerald McCoy. Geraldini.
The self-proclaimed
54.5
best
sacks.
Buccaneer defensive player of all time.
Number
or did he
3.
call himself the best Buck player of all time? And I heard a little rumor out there this week.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
He did?
I'll have to find it and send it to you.
Well, that's a lie.
Is Barrett Root on that list?
Barrett Root is not on the list. Just think defensive line from now on.
Booger McFarland.
Booger
McFarland is not on the list. He's
Brad
16th.
Culpepper.
Your boy Brad is 5th. So right now you got Warren at 1, Simeon at 2, Gerald at 3. We've got number 4 wide open. Sounds like he's from like an island or something.
Chidi Ahana too.
Hey, that's
Chidi
number
was the
4
man.
with 34.5 sacks. Brad Culpepper with 33.5 sacks. He's number 5. This next guy you're not going to get, so I'm going to go ahead and give him to you. This is David Logan. Played for us from 1979 to 1986.
Yeah, when
he had 28 and I don't know how this is 28.3 sacks. How do you get 28.3 sacks?
Maybe there was 3
like you got like an arm, like another guy got an arm, and then there's like a third. Like
it was like a group sack or something, I guess.
All right, so Rondé was 7th. He was the only cornerback in the top. I don't even know. Probably this whole damn list.
They used to blitz him a lot though.
Yeah, so you need number 8, number 9, number 10. I'll tell you right now, you'll probably get number 8 or number 9, number 10, but number 8 you probably won't. This guy was drafted in 1989. I believe he was a linebacker.
Hardy Nickerson?
No.
Hardy Nickerson, yeah.
No. He was not a linebacker.
Who was it?
Broderick Thomas.
Broderick Thomas. I wouldn't have got that one.
Okay, so next guy.
Position.
Interviewed by none other than
Greg Spires.
Yes.
Craig Spires.
Yep. 26 sacks at number 9. Then we have your boy here. He's he tried to be a UFC fighter for a couple years. He did pretty well. He was on that show. What's that show where they get them all in the house together?
Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter.
Kimbo Slice?
No, he played for the Bucks, bruh.
I didn't know, man. Maybe Kimbo Slice had a workout one
Maybe.
time.
I mean, this list isn't like there's not a lot of great people on this list. I mean, a couple, but
Marcus Jones.
Yes. Marcus Jones. You were right the first
Jones.
time. Yep.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Bro, he only played 5 seasons for us, had 24 sacks.
I was going to say G Styles White.
Yeah, he's
next player's on the list.
He's number 11?
Tied for number 10.
Oh.
With
Marcus Jones.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the list there. Some surprising people on this list at number 15, Levante David with 21.5 sacks. Still a guy who has plenty left in the tank. What's that?
Chad Mans commented.
What did he say?
On Facebook Live and said, "Tank Abbott."
Another guy.
Steelers suck, by the way, Chad.
Yeah, they do.
Regan Upshaw. You remember Regan Upshaw?
He was a beast, man.
Yeah. Michael Bennett's on this list.
Michael Bennett.
Dwayne White.
The Buck who got away, Michael Bennett.
Rest in peace.
Thanks a lot, Shiano.
Gaines Adams with 13.5 sacks for 2 seasons he played with us.
Dang.
Yeah. JPP's 30th on the list, though, with 12.5 sacks. So just in one season,
Who has the
he's
most
number 30.
He's top 30.
All right, look up top sacks in a season.
For the
JPP's
Buccaneers?
like 2 or 3 now on that.
Okay.
I think it has to be Warren Sapp is number 1.
I got it right here. Warren Sapp is number 1. In the 2000 season,
number
he
2.
had 16.5 sacks. No. Simeon Rice has the next 3 slots. 15.5 sacks in 2002. 2003, he had 15. And in 2005, he had 14.
Another former Cardinal, right? Wasn't Simeon Rice a Cardinal before he came to the Bucs?
Yes, he was.
So that's
Marcus Jones is next.
This is a quick question, just
then Simeon, or then JPP. Go ahead.
So, Simeon Rice being a Cardinal comes into the Bucs and we win a Super Bowl, right?
All right.
Bruce Arians, all these boys are Cardinals that come to the Bucs. Not saying this year, but could we have the final touch on a Super Bowl winning caliber coaching squad?
Coaching squad.
Better question is why in the hell is Simeon Rice not in the Hall of Fame yet?
That's a good question, man. We need to write him in.
I mean, the dude's got, let's see here, 122 sacks over his career.
But if he goes into the Hall of Fame, does he go in as a Buccaneer, though? Do you think
he played 6 years for the Buccaneers and 5
and
for
he won a Super Bowl.
Arizona. So
and he won the Super Bowl.
He won the Super Bowl. And he had Let's see, Pro Bowl and first team All Pro with the Bucks.
Okay.
Only one Pro Bowl with the Arizona Cardinals, so I would say so. I mean, with the Bucks, he had 69.5 sacks. With the Cardinals, he had 51.5 sacks.
Well, he's still trying. Well, I don't think he hasn't gotten in yet.
There's consideration for him, but he
just hasn't been put on the ballot
yet.
It's
crazy though.
Well, I mean, look at John Lynch though. He hasn't been
He's
voted
still
in
not
yet.
on there.
Yeah, that's another crazy one, but I think he'll be in here sooner than.
Well, I mean,
Simeon will be.
look at the wide receiver logjam there was for a while though. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things that certain people got to get theirs before some of the other players. And there's going to be obviously there's going to be the guys that are first ballot Hall of Famers.
Who does Lynch go in under? The Broncos or the Bucks?
Oh, definitely the Bucks, without a doubt.
I don't think like he did.
He had a great career with the Broncos.
He did, but I think a piece of him was always still here in Tampa.
He had an edge after he got cut, after he got let go. That he wasn't the same guy, and he was, and he proved that when he went to Denver. He was. So where does Simeon rank in NFL sack leader all time? Where do you think he ranks, Eddie?
Top 25.
Craig?
I'm going to go with the top 25. I agree with that.
Okay, well that's a little vague. Give me a number.
18.
23.
20th all time.
Man.
So Bruce Smith, obviously number one all time with 200 sacks. So
Yo, Buffalo Bills.
I don't know. I feel like he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Bruce Smith is number one?
Yeah.
I thought Reggie White was number one.
No, Reggie White has 198 sacks. 2 less than Bruce Smith.
No, huh.
Wow.
And I still got my Bruce Smith jersey.
I mean, I am looking at the 4-letter networks, so
yeah,
we know how that goes.
Who's number 3?
Could definitely be wrong.
Kevin Green.
Kevin Green.
Yeah. Didn't he just recently get in?
I think he just got in.
He was on our Sports Smackdown.
He was
He's one of our guys.
He was somebody who got skipped for a couple years.
Many years.
But since we are on, talking about certain situations, we are talking about John Lynch. That was a name we just brought up. I do have one last thing that I want to discuss before we get out of here.
I think we need to make this thing 2 hours or something.
Maybe.
We might have to.
We'll have to see.
We got too much stuff to talk about.
But there's one last thing I want to talk about. I found this article. I want to get your guys' opinion on it. It's on Pewter Report, the Pewter Plank on Fansided. It's Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3 trade targets after the 2019 NFL Draft. First person, obviously someone we talked about last week and this week.
Duke Johnson.
Is Duke Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
For Gerald McCoy.
The Gerald McCoy situation is out there. How do you guys feel about that? Are you still, thinking that's a decent?
Well, Kerr Williams and Andre Ellington are not the answers. Both guys haven't played since 2017. We need some competition in that backfield. But what? There's a but?
There's a big but now. Your defensive line. If they could have to figure out a way to keep him if JPP's out for the year, I don't know how they do it, but they still might have to be able to figure this out.
They might be able to get it with a pick.
Yeah.
They might be able to do it with a pick.
But as far as Duke Johnson goes, is he a good fit here? And I think he would be. What are we lacking right now?
Yeah.
We're lacking a third down back, a passing back out of the backfield.
100%.
A guy who can get into the slot and be dangerous, kind of like Deshaun Jackson was. Maybe not stretch the field so much as just be, dangerous out in the open field.
Another guy on this list, the second guy, is somebody that's probably attainable because his head coach is our former head coach. Our Super Bowl winning former head coach, Carl Joseph, out of Oakland, safety.
Where was he drafted at? Was that West Virginia?
I don't know.
I remember when he was coming out. I liked him.
But on here, Fansided on the article says, for whatever reason, Oakland Raiders head coach does not like Carl Joseph. Now has been reported this week the Raiders are still not sold on picking up Joseph's 5th year, a week after selecting another strong safety in the first round in Jonathan Abram. Even with adding safety Mike Edwards in the 3rd round of this year's draft, the Buccaneers should get on the phone and get Bowles a pure box safety to help stuff the run. So you're talking about a safety who can definitely get in the box, pop some heads, and do some things like that. That's still another weak position.
Yeah, I mean, we do have some depth there, but nobody really to write home about. Justin Evans had an off season last year after having a really good rookie season. We finally got rid of Chris Conte, so that's a blessing. We drafted your boy out of Kentucky,
Mike Edwards.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of depth there, but we could use some better play there.
And he's probably somebody we can get for like a mid-round draft pick.
Yeah, they spent a first round on him, I believe, right? Into first round.
Yeah.
On Carl Joseph.
Another name on this list.
And he is out of West Virginia.
Comes via the San Francisco 49ers.
Uh-oh.
And old John Lynch. The 49ers have selected Nick Bosa out of Ohio State.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the second overall draft pick. They now have a starting defensive line with the likes of DeForest Buckner, Bosa, D. Ford, Eric Armstead, and the odd man out is 2017's third overall pick, Solomon Thomas.
I don't understand about that's the one thing I had beef with this article is the odd man out. When was it? When did having too many defensive linemen be a problem?
I don't know.
I mean,
when
the
that contract
Giants
came up and they had to pay all them players.
Yeah, but he's still on his rookie contract from 2-3 years ago. So it's
You're right.
Yeah, he hasn't really done much. He's had a couple sacks. He's only had 4 sacks in his career. Two years. He's had 3 sacks and then 1 sack. He hasn't really done much. I mean, he's had 72 tackles over 2 seasons. That's not bad for a defensive end.
No, but apparently that he's it's been speculated that the 49ers may have been entertaining phone calls for him.
That's a Stanford guy.
It's somebody that might be able to be gotten on the cheap. Another guy that you can get for like a mid-round draft pick.
I feel like that's a John Lynch pick right there. That's a Stanford guy. He's not giving up on him.
Okay.
I think that's just pure fodder. What do you think, Eddie?
Nah.
I'm thinking he's going to stick with the 49ers. Give him a chance. I mean, he's only 2 years in. This will be his 3rd season. I mean, it's not like
he's young and like
it's not like he's shitting the bed. He's got 72 tackles. He's got 13 tackles for loss. He's got 17 QB hits, and he's got 4 sacks. Like he's not like racking up the sacks.
Not horrible.
But yeah, he's doing a pretty decent job. I definitely think he'd be a good fit in our defense if we got him. A guy that's 6'2", 280. A guy kind of like the size of Aaron Donald, but plays defensive end.
I think he'd be a great addition.
Definitely use him. He's young, 23 years old, so we could definitely use the depth for sure. We got to do something, man. We got to do something.
So that one you think is a little bit more far fetched than the other two?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that was a John Lynch pick.
Okay.
Like when he picked him, it's a Stanford guy. John Lynch from Stanford. I feel like there's some value in that.
All right. Well, I agree with you.
Not that this the end all be all.
I would like it. I would like it if it happened.
I would like it too. I would like it as well. But, we're going to have to find a player like that because of our salary situation, obviously.
Yep.
We can't go out and get that Ziggy Ansah, that
I'm sure after
Sue.
training camps and some of the stuff goes down and some of those that last little bit of cuts.
Sure.
I think there'll be some bargain bin
and
guys.
the training camp Cinderellas, man. You always got that 1 or 2 guys that just shows
that's
up.
what I'm saying. Sometimes you get those younger guys that show up, that outperform, and teams are like, you know what? All right, I need to make this cut now. I got this younger guy, the younger contract, a little bit more friendly for the team. This guy's, getting that
veterans making that big buku money.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get him off the books, and then he signs a friendly deal with the
somewhere
team
else
like us. Yeah.
We'll see about that. Well, man, this basically we're to the end. This
already
to the end.
Yeah.
This is the end.
I can't wait for your Who the Buck Am I next week, Eddie.
Oh man, I'm gonna start working on it tonight.
I'm looking forward to it.
Tonight.
Yeah,
I already know 2 guys I'm gonna put on there.
All right.
Are you gonna have a theme, kind of like he did?
Okay.
You don't have to have a theme.
I said,
I already know
that
my
was a
theme.
question. That wasn't me telling you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You want a hint?
Nope.
No hints, man.
I'll give you a hint. They're Buccaneer players.
Okay. Thank you.
They pay for the Bucks.
Totally gonna win.
We'll see.
Totally winning now.
Is that you?
Are you gonna go 2-0?
2-0.
2-0. Sounds good. It's got a nice ring to it.
If you
Something the Bucks probably won't do this year, but-
go 2-0, we'll have to buy you breakfast.
Okay.
Or we'll have to buy you dinner after a show.
Deal. What do I have to lose?
All right.
I go 1-1. I don't get dinner. If I do, I get food.
No, but if you lose
Oh,
the next
no, you
one,
can't be making rules now.
You gotta give us 20 push-ups.
Yeah, 20 push-ups.
Oh, I can do that. Maybe.
Any final words before we get out of here?
Nah, man.
a little nervous, man. A little nervous.
For what?
Hey.
Having to make who the buck am I?
No, not that.
What are you
Just-
talking about?
We're already hurting on our line, and then our best defensive lineman goes down.
What do you think our record's gonna be before we get out of here?
Fuck, 3.
What is it? 7 full weeks we're gonna be on the road technically.
Yes.
That's bad.
Well, 7 weeks without a home game.
And
Raymond James.
have you
Stadium.
seen the mileage they have to cover?
A lot.
Yeah,
a lot, bro.
It's crazy. We
These-
might have to touch on that in depth a little more.
Over under. We'll discuss it more next week. Over under 5 wins.
Yeah,
Oh man.
5.
You think they're gonna be right at 5?
I think they're gonna be bottom
Push.
dwelling. Yeah, man. I mean,
That's
they
tough. man.
really
That's-
got to come out strong and like throwing BBs out.
I'll take the over. I'll take 6.
You'll take 6.
I'll take 6. I feel like Arian's gonna have these guys playing.
I'll take the over. What I'm scared about taking the over.
Yeah.
I really am.
They really need to see training camp.
Like I think we may get lucky and win the Ring of Honor game, and that might be it.
When was it when you saw training camp and you're like, oh, this team's a championship team?
A lot.
I don't know.
Not a championship team, but a good
That
team.
Hard Knocks?
No, that was garbage. That
I'll
was garbage.
never judge a training camp again.
Nah, but when you're watching them and you're there and you're seeing how these players are actually like performing and how they really look running these routes and they look solid, and then they come out those first couple of games and they're on point.
Or they poo-poo on themselves?
Yeah, I mean, I've been to some training camps. You're like, bro, what are we doing here? I'm like, you're the paid professional.
Tim's chiming on the Facebook Live. He says 2-14.
2-14. Wow.
Tim.
Man,
I don't know
the
about
beauty
that,
of being
man.
a Bucks fan, where you can proudly
we're
say
say-
your team's gonna get you
We're
2
saying
wins.
6-10. So I mean,
What
we're
did
not
Cutter
much
just
higher.
go? 5 and
5-11.
5-11.
After going
I feel
2-0.
like Arians has got to get more out of his guys than 5 wins.
We'll see. We'll talk more about this next week.
I guess
right
we
here
will.
on Buck That Podcast, sponsored by our boy Tim over at Carefree Pest and Termite Solutions.
Oh yeah, and Tom Brady sucks.
And Tom Brady sucks. Give him a phone call. If you call him and say Tom Brady sucks, you get a little discount. 941-556-9019. As always, I'm your boy, Craigalicious.
Craigalicious.
This has been Buck That
Okay,
Podcast.
all right.
We'll catch you guys next week.
You.